This is only a test.
DJs in MC. This DJ, he gets down.
Listen to this jockey's introduction to
Two DJs in a mic with your host, DJ Mike
Is that a timetable?
and DJ JP.
Well, get on it. It's your time.
Give me the mic.
Okay. Oh, he can switch the hats. Thank you, guys. Welcome to another edition of Two DJs and One Mic with myself, DJ Mike, and the infamous Hat Master, DJ JP. We're blessed today to have one of my good friends, Suhayla Sabir, a.k.a. Sweet L.D. from Oaktown 357. Yes, it's an honor.
How y'all doing?
Pretty
Thank you
good.
for having me.
He was so excited when I told him we was gonna have you on the show.
Oh, for real?
Oh yeah, he's a big fan.
Thank you.
Yeah, he's a big fan. We was actually
As long
listening.
as I stopped rescheduling, huh? I was rescheduling.
Well, family issues
It
would happen,
was,
so.
was stuff going on.
But we glad that you joined us today. It's an honor.
Me too. Made
Yeah.
it safely.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes. So, how's everything been going?
It's been going well. God is good.
Mm.
Cannot complain.
Mm.
Don't want to complain.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't do any good.
Nope, because it could change at any time. So right now we good.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
everybody's perfect.
we're not gonna waste much time. We're gonna jump right in.
Okay.
You know, you want to ask that first question, Jeff?
So, ma'am, how did you get connected to Hammer in Oaktown 357? How did you
I
get
like that you can see the question right there. That's awesome. I love that. Like, I don't even need my glasses for that. Like, for real.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for putting that up on the screen so I don't have to remember what you asked me. But I started out as a dancer with M.C.Hammer and the Posse. I was the first female that he invited to become a part of what was not M.C.Hammer yet, but became M.C.Hammer and the Posse. And then when he was listening to Lil P, she was, I guess, the second one that he brought on as a female to dance with him. He was listening to her mess around on the mic. He wanted to mentor her as a solo artist, and she didn't want to do it by herself. So she decided that the only way she would perform is if myself and Terrible T were part of it. Hammer already had the concept for a group called Oaktown 357. So when she said that and he asked us if we were okay with it, we became that group concept. So that's how that happened.
So did you have any intentions on becoming a rapper?
Nope. Man.
So when you say you were one of the first female dancers, did you audition or something, or he saw you somewhere?
No audition. We were just hanging out, dancing at a club. It's called Silks. So he was there initially with another guy. They were hanging out dancing. I was with my friends, and so I watched them because they were killing it. You know what I'm saying? And then I ended up introducing myself after that. And so told him I wanted to learn how to do the Cabbage Patch the way he was doing it. He said he would meet me back in a couple of weeks, which he did. And then at that point, he said, do you guys want to be in the video? So we're like, yeah. We did not want to be in the video. So this was in the, mid to late 80s, and everybody was doing videos. So yeah, I want to be in a video. That's
what song was that video for?
At the time, we didn't know. We didn't know because rehearsal started. So he didn't have a video shoot scheduled. He started rehearsals first. So I don't know what that was about, but we ended up doing, I think They Put Me in the Mix was the first one we did. I'm sorry, I roll that back. Let's Get It Started was the first one that we did. Yeah, that was the first one.
That was the hit.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
It was pretty good. So yeah. And Jeffrey's, not Jeffrey's, what was the name of that club? It was a small club. It was tight in there. Everybody was funky. So that's how small it was. Everybody, whether you was dancing or not, you was sweaty and you was funky. So yeah, that was the first video.
So how was it working with him?
Ooh, that's a loaded question. Is that up there on the screen too?
Yes.
Y'all should be able to pick it. Like, should we ask this question or should we not
No.
ask this question?
It would make it right. It would make it right.
No,
When you agree to come sit in the chair, you have
I
to answer the
know,
question.
but there's no hot seat. Like y'all.
Oh, it's hot because look at you. You trying to wiggle now. It's hot. Ooh, it's hot.
How was it working with him? It was a learning experience. Let me say that in a different way. So it was challenging. It was fun a lot of times, but very, very, very hard.
When you
it wasn't easy. Now I don't know if y'all mean in the beginning, but it was like or all the way around.
Yes, the whole
experience.
Yes, the whole experience.
Ooh, It was interesting, and I learned a lot. That's the Hollywood answer. Yes, sir.
So how was it in the beginning? Did you, well, legally, money-wise, did y'all take care of all the terms of money in the beginning, or was everybody just glad to be in the building, so it was crazy?
Well, see, there was an agreement in the beginning, and we were brought on as a team. So he was handpicking the people he wanted to be part of his posse. The two DJs, the 4 dancers, the hype man, all that. And we all sat down at this restaurant, and he said, this is what it's going to be. We're all going to make some money. You just need to do it as a team. We're going to get you right. Y'all have enough money to take care of your families, blah, 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 blah. So it all sounded good, and it sounded fair. So we all said yes. That is not how it panned out. So no, the money was not what he said it was going to be.
Can we go deeper?
Our pockets were like with holes in them. Yeah, we were paying.
No. My question is it because it wasn't there, or because he wasn't?
Because he wasn't paying us. So I personally think he had investors who, gave him money to do certain things. That money was just not given to us to take care of certain things. So, yeah, there was some times we paid out of pocket for whatever it was we were doing. Yeah.
So when the group came about, was it the same?
No, that was different because he had an agreement at this point. He had the record deal with Capitol Records. So there was money, but I still know to this day, the money that was allocated for each group was not given to each group in the amounts that we were supposed to receive. So I do know that. So it was kind of sort of the same.
Okay.
So if
we're not here to bury Hammer, we just
know what? But that's the thing. It's like I'm not burying him. This is what he did. I mean, I'm not making it up. It is what he did. It's what I experienced. So if he feels uncomfortable about it, it's because we felt uncomfortable. This is just the truth. You know what I'm saying? So 30 years later, I'm grown, very grown.
Everybody.
Yes, very grown. So we're looking at and not to get into my age, but if you get to a certain point, it's like I'm grown. What you gonna do?
Yeah.
So if you had to do it over again, would you?
I would do it over again.
The same way or differently?
The same way. We tried to do it differently. We did ask for attorneys. We asked for attorneys to read over our stuff. We asked about accounting things. We asked. It just wasn't given to us. We were told to not worry about that stuff. Just show up.
So when you say you would do it over again the same way, most people, when they say if they had a second chance to do something, they would do it differently. Why wouldn't you do it differently?
I wouldn't do it differently because I learned a lot. You know what I'm saying? And then you're dealing with the same people. So if I say I'm going to do it again, but do it differently, then I'm not dealing necessarily with the same people. You're not dealing with the same mentality. Gotcha. You're not dealing with the same, circumstances and stuff. And so I may not learn what I might not have met the people that I met. So it is what it is, but I can't, I choose not to go back and just ridicule it and analyze it and peel it apart so much. It's like, I would ever do that again. There's certain things I wouldn't do in that same situation, but I did do it that way. It turned out okay. People are still alive. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it could have been way different. But yeah.
Jeffrey?
So did you guys officially break up, or y'all still friends, or what is the situation with Oaktown 357?
We did not officially break up. We did not. We were officially let go. And
Oh,
so at that point, we went our separate ways because I think there was a couple of feelings that went along with that, like, ooh, I don't have to deal with this crap no more. I don't want to say bad words, but like, I don't have to deal with this crap anymore. But we didn't have, I think there was so much that went into that whole 5 or 6 years that we didn't have the thought process of, oh, let's just take this and keep going and work together. Because we have been told that if we decided to leave, we couldn't use the name, we didn't know anybody. UMFs, that was told to us, to try to leave if you want to. You won't be successful. That's what was told to us. So by the time they let us go, our mind is like, well, listen, I need to regroup. I need to get myself together. You know what I mean? So we went our separate ways, but it was not like I had beef with Terrible T. It wasn't like she had beef with me. Lil P had already left. So, yeah.
so have y'all performed since y'all were let go?
Yes, we have. Yeah, we have. Yeah, we have. I've performed with Lil P. I've performed with Terrible T. We have yet to just do a show all together yet.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think y'all would ever get to that point to where y'all would be able to do a show together?
We're at that point now. We reconciled over some things. There's been some conversations and forgiveness, and I'm kumbaya. I'm like, y'all figure it out. But there's money to be made. Let's go make this money. So figure it out. You know what I'm saying? we can go do what we got to do. So thankfully that did happen. So I do believe we can do some shows together.
Do y'all have people reaching out to y'all to try to get y'all to do shows?
No,
or?
not yet. That hasn't happened. It would be nice, but Lil P's injured. So we need her to get back to 100%. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, not yet. I'm sure they will. Yeah, I'm sure they will. As long as they're not reaching out to M.C.Hammer, we don't need y'all to call him to get to us. We got our own phone numbers, social medias, emails, and everything else. Y'all don't need to call that man to get to us. I just need to put that out. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, you all right.
You're all good.
Next question. I don't want to push the button. What's the next question?
So
don't give me control because I be done skip through all and I'm
So when y'all had the group,
mm-hmm.
were y'all writing y'all own lyrics or were they providing y'all with the lyrics?
No, the first album, a lot of songs were provided for us because some of that was what Hammer had already written for himself. Yeah. And I'm gonna clear the air on this one because he always says he wrote Juicy. He did not write Juicy. Okay.
Who wrote it?
Me, Terrible T, and Lil P.
Y'all wrote a hit.
Along with him. Do you see what I'm saying? He gave us the concept, but that was us. Mm-hmm. Anyway. But no, on the second album, we wrote a lot. We wrote with there were other writers and producers that we worked with. So on Fully Loaded, we had more control and involvement on that.
Did y'all have the same level of success that y'all had on the first one with Fully Loaded?
I kind of think we did. I just think we matured. We looked totally different. Quality of the songs were totally different. We didn't have Hammer over us, like do this, do that. I believe we even sounded more mature and different in our own delivery. But the success would have been a little bit different. We didn't have that internal competition, but I do think we did that. I do. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I believe so. Mm-hmm. Oh, I see the question. Okay. I missed it the last time. So what am I doing these days?
Yes. So what are you doing?
A lot. So I'm still a mom, even though my youngest ones are older. My oldest has 2 children, son of grandma. I was teaching group X classes. I'm not doing that now. I'm at home working on my virtual stuff.
So what is group X?
Group exercise, group fitness, where we teach group classes. So I started out with Zumba in 2009 and then progressed into dance fitness, which was my own choreography in 2015. And then I just stopped teaching last year. So just at home doing virtual stuff and learning how to do sister locks, and then a wellness ambassador with the wellness company. So I'm still doing stuff.
Sister locks. What is that?
What I have.
Oh,
Mhm.
oh, hey.
And then like modeling your own product, huh, Mike?
Yes, I didn't do mine, but this is what I'm learning how to do. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So studying a new fitness format, sister locks, and then health and wellness with the online wellness shopping stuff. So I'm still busy a little bit. I'm a little busy. A little available, a little busy. You know what I'm saying?
So what got you into fitness?
Ooh, that's interesting. I did not know that what we did back there was back then with Hammer with dancing and also was considered a form of fitness. I didn't know that. So in 2008, someone said I should teach dance. I thought they meant like Debbie Allen. I said I ain't got time for all of that kind of education. You know what I'm saying? And they said no, they meant Zumba. So I went and got certified to teach Zumba, and that's how I got into group fitness, which put me into fitness in that way. Yeah. So it wasn't like all intentional, but I do love it. I love fitness. I do. Yeah. I just train myself now. People be tripping. I need y'all to put this on the screen. People be tripping with their health. They be playing. They need to go on and if you're gonna commit. Now I'm saying that to myself too, some year.
Okay.
Talking to myself. I be tripping too, but y'all be tripping too much. Y'all better come on and get yourselves together.
Why? Why should they?
They need to because you will have less problems as you mature and become more seasoned. Okay, I mentioned that before.
Mm-hmm.
I will be 60 next year. I need to be able to move around. I need my joints to not pop. You know what I'm saying?
60?
Yes. And so people need to come on. It's youth on this side. You know what I'm saying? It's youthfulness on this side. So
I wouldn't say it's
I'm
60.
just saying that's why I'm trying to keep it together. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, so there is youth in taking care of yourself.
You gotta do it.
So
and however y'all want to eat. Now don't eat the pork. Y'all put that pork away. If y'all want to do some other stuff, we can talk about it, but y'all gotta get rid of that pork. I'm sorry.
No, hey.
No. It's good.
No, we speak freely.
Okay. That's my opinion.
Well, sounds like an opinionated fact. Okay, so people be tripping with their health. Yes.
I'm saying that because I know I do too, but so now that I'm in the fitness, that's what you asked me about. I really like it.
So with you being in the fitness, so do you keep in contact with the other members of 3-5? We already asked that question. I don't know who took it up.
I do keep in touch with them. And we discuss fitness, but it's a running joke between me and Lil Pete. We're gonna change our lives tomorrow. We always say that. Because I'm just saying, you know how people say they're gonna start tomorrow, they're gonna start Monday, and Monday comes, and then they fall off immediately on Monday. So then you say, I'm gonna start tomorrow. So that's a running joke with us.
So let me ask you this. So if y'all go perform and y'all are singing Juicy, and people expect certain movements from that song. Y'all were dancers.
Yeah.
So
what movements they expect?
They expect y'all to dance. Y'all dance.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Did y'all not? Am I?
Yeah. We can modify some of that though. Is that wrong?
You modifications.
Yeah. You modify for a couple of reasons. Like it's maturity and then accommodation. You want to be able to accommodate the choreography.
Yeah, I got you. I'm just thinking, when you talk about health, so with you keeping yourself together, that makes it easier for you to do some of those things and not have to necessarily, do the modifications.
Well, we do need to warm up more, I think. Yeah. Because before, you don't warm up.
You just jump out.
Jump out the bed and just do. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So you do need to warm up. I would say that. But no, I mean, I'm just trying to figure out what choreography you talking about. Like you talking about the hip thrust or something?
I don't know.
We would have to modify that. 'Cause
I don't know. I'm just saying y'all did.
Let the youth.
I'm just saying when y'all came out
I
and when
know.
Hammer came out,
Yeah.
y'all changed the dance scene.
We did.
And I'm just saying some of the stuff that we see now is, I would say, comes from some of that.
I agree.
So
Yeah, but not to the
I
extent that it is now, Mike. No, nowhere
well,
near.
I'm just saying some of the stuff that they're doing now, you think that they're, heavily medicated. It's
Or
really
intoxicated.
yeah, one of it's just
but
it's different.
I believe we did inspire quite a few dances here.
Yeah.
Yes, and a lot of choreography. But I also think that because people have grown up with us, they don't necessarily expect us to do all the choreography.
I beg to differ.
No, they don't. They understand like Bobby.
No,
don't you dare say that.
I'm not.
No, I mean they understand like Bobby. Bobby can't do all that no more.
Really?
Bobby
Really,
could.
Jeff?
He could.
That's the result of choices.
Yeah, he could.
Well, like I said,
Yeah.
But
age plays into it too.
yeah, it does.
And
That's
bad
why I said
habits.
Yeah,
Sure,
bad habits, bad eating
I just think
habits.
we could modify some of it a little bit. I think. Like I don't think people expect us to do hip thrust.
I don't know the names. I'm just saying
I'm
I know
just calling
every
it that
video.
because
Every video it was dancing.
we're you know what the hip thrust is, but I don't think people would expect to see 50 and up women doing that. I don't know. That would be a good question to ask.
I'm just saying when
Ask the audience, do y'all want to see 357 honestly over 50 hip thrusting? Don't look like cougars up there. I'm just saying. To me, I would think that's what it would look like. I don't know.
Hey, but if you performing for old cats,
Nah, bro. Nah, I don't know.
if you got some old cats out there, Pimp Daddy Slayer to the right.
Ooh, I don't know. Like,
Come on, girl.
that's a good question. I think we need to ask people that one because I need to know.
Wow.
What I'm talking about.
Ask your girls.
Yeah.
Should we still be hip
And we can
thrusting?
still be doing that.
As my mother say, pelvic thrusting. Girl,
There you go. Yeah, pelvic thrust. I don't know.
oh, man.
Over 50, over 55.
Dancing is dancing.
It,
I'm just saying you look at some of the people when you go back to the motherland, you see them doing their dance.
well, that is true.
I'm just saying they be all age ranges.
No, but that is true.
And,
that is
and
true.
nobody is saying, hey, you too old to be hip thrusting.
But Mike, they don't have sexual innuendos tied into their dances.
In
They
the
just
African culture,
they
they
just-
you're
they
right.
just doing
I
tradition.
beg to differ. I
But
beg
that's
to
their
differ.
tradition.
It's a lot of hip thrusting.
Yeah, but
That's
it's
their
like
tradition, though, Mike.
Tradition.
I don't care what it is. It's still hip thrusting. Y'all trying to
No, but
change
okay, but I'm going with what he's saying
hip
because
thrusting is hip thrusting.
No, there's an
Pelvic,
extent.
if the
There's an
pelvic
extent.
is punching in and out, what is that? I don't care what coach it is.
Like,
But no, Mike, there's a difference.
if the guys in Africa are doing the same type of hip or twerk, right, as the ones here, it's not going to be looked the same. Looked at the same. I've seen
I
that.
agree.
Okay,
I agree.
that's what he's talking about. Man, look, I've seen the men in Africa. Don't y'all quote me on this. Take this off camera. No, I'm kidding. But I've seen the men in Africa do those kinds of dances, and it's totally different than the young men here who try to do the same thing. And you're thinking, okay, he gay, he this, he that. Over there, it's different.
Yeah, it's different.
So if I'm over in Africa, I can hip thrust all I want to. They ain't worried about that. I would fit right into the village. They might even have to help me out. Okay, you need to work that out. But here, I don't know.
Well, next time y'all
They
go
end
do
up comparing me to Cardi B.
yeah, next time y'all go do a show. Hey, old cats, do y'all want us to hip thrust?
And see, I'm gonna get thrown. Some gonna be thrown at me for saying old cats.
We about to get juicy.
Yeah.
Well,
And throw some juices out there too. They would like that.
What, jungle juice?
Some jungle juice, Capri Sun.
And a stage plank.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Wow.
I'm just saying when people like when they when they go to hear you guys, they're going to
Yes.
think about, some of the dances. And
They
it's
are.
not necessarily the hip thrusting, but some of the dances that you guys
I
did,
feel we
because
could do it.
Cabbage
it
Patch
was a
and all
lot
that
of,
That's
stuff.
my favorite dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Running Man, the Cabbage Patch, Ring 'em. I feel we could all do that if we.
I don't
were
even
in
think
shape.
these younger kids even know what that is.
What, Ring 'em?
The dances, period. We asked our oldest son over there about you. He didn't know who y'all were. He's like, what? Who?
He's younger.
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah.
And some of them might show up. But they don't know nothing about the Cabbage Patch, and Running Man, Reebok, all of those,
I think they do because it's
Prep.
enough.
all of that. Yep, see, there it is.
I don't know. I think that it would take them back, which would be good because their
Yeah.
parents are probably the ones taking them to the concert.
Mm.
So it'd be a good flashback for everybody. You know what I mean? Because then they're going to see their parents doing the same thing once we hit the choreography. I think we could do it. I'm gonna speak for myself though. We got this on camera.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah, the whole thing's on camera. It's no.
it's live.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do it.
Mhm.
Terrible T gonna get me. I love you, Terrible T.
No, I think it'll be fun, but
It would be. It would be. I would give it a good old girl try. I would.
Mm.
Mhm. They have things that you can put on your knees now. You know what I'm saying? To warm them up.
knee pads.
Well, those two. I wouldn't need knee pads. I'm not gonna be down.
Her and these warm-ups.
Something to keep keep the muscles warm. Once you warm up,
Icy hot? Is that
what? No, I use something different, but similar to icy hot. You be smelling like it all on the stage.
Boy, we always got a real Mike back in. Boy, he will get on some and just.
But it's important that we do the choreography from back then. I get that because I've seen
No,
some
it
other
is.
groups performing, and if they don't do it, you miss it because it's part of the whole
I mean,
video
there's-
experience or the concert experience. You know what I'm saying? And if it's halfway done or half-ass done, then it kind of
yeah, and then you have to think about this to add to that. When you think about those songs and those videos,
Mhm.
It takes you right back to that moment.
right the minute it comes on.
And then, say you get up there and you do something totally different, you mess up the whole experience.
Everybody's gonna
for
be
the-
mad. I know.
Like, what?
It's
Who is
happened to
it?
me too. Yeah.
My wife went to a concert, and it was a group supposed to be Tony.
Mm.
It was a knockoff.
No.
Yeah,
No.
they had somebody else pretending to be Raphael Sadiq.
No.
It was a knockoff.
Okay, wait. Was it Tony, but somebody else? Was Raphael?
It was a
Sadiq?
cover band.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was everybody except for Raphael Sadiq. It was the other two, but Raphael wasn't there.
It was the concert she went to. They were all imposters.
Oh well, the one I went to, they just announced that it's not Raphael.
They didn't even announce. They just went out there and
Wow.
performed like they were the real thing.
Wow. Yeah.
So
I would be
At least
upset.
I got some of my money's worth.
yeah.
Oh, well, maybe.
Well, I'm just saying that's what I'm saying. So when you like when they showed the Grammys the other day, and they had some of the
the
celebrating
artists
fit,
out there. Mhm.
when you saw those guys, you were expecting to see certain things. It's like
No.
when they had Arrested Development come up
Yes.
there, and the girl, I'm like, oh.
Did she mess up?
Well, she had the energy. She just didn't,
She didn't sound right.
No, she sounded right. It was just aged.
Really? You try to say it in a nice way.
She was fine. Don't worry about Mike.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Hey.
it was she was still doing her African moves. It was good.
Very
she-
limited. Very
Well,
limited.
Mike, she old. She old and probably ain't done
Well,
that.
and I'm not saying
But see, that's the difference.
I
It's
just-
like old to me is 70 something. If I'm not 70 something, I should be able to still do some of the things.
Well, I heard Prince say something, and I'm gonna bring this up. And he was talking about time.
I love Prince.
And he was on an interview. My wife shared it with me. And he was talking about birthdays. And he said he
Yes.
didn't celebrate birthdays.
Right.
And he said, you're counting time, you're counting that next year, and so forth.
That's
and then
true.
he let his glasses down and told the guy, that's why I still look like this. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what he did. So
I love
when he
Prince.
said that, I was like, wow. Is that aging you by doing that? He said he don't even worry about time. He just
I
You
think
just
it can
operate.
to some degree.
Well, I would say
I
that
think-
and your choices play a big role.
Yeah.
If if you don't control or live a life that's not filled with stress, I mean, if your life is filled with stress, it
Well, you
affects
gotta
the
try to
aging
learn how
process.
to manage.
All right.
stress.
Can I throw up a question?
Oh, of
Oh,
course.
sorry.
Yeah.
I got to meet Prince, but we didn't get to work with him. Well, I didn't. He worked for him. Or no, Hammer did something at the studio, Paisley Park.
So who are some of the other people that you got to meet on tour, or got to not to work?
Heavy D, NWA. Let's see, JJ Fast, Salt and Pepper, LL Cool J, Guy, Boys to Men.
So y'all did tours with all those people?
We were on tour with a lot of them. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. We were on tour with a lot of them.
How was the experience?
Amazing. Yeah.
So
I enjoyed it, but we didn't always get to sit and talk with them.
Because of the work, y'all just
Not necessarily the work. Hammer was a stickler for it. You keep it separate. You don't fraternize with the other folks, the artists. Oh yeah. Mhm. Yeah.
why?
Because he felt that the woman or women were the weaker link to an organization. So if
Oh
a
my
man
God.
had an ulterior motive, he would approach the woman. And if she was open to that, now it opens up the whole organization. So to keep the headache, the drama, the whatever, all that stuff down. And this was his reasoning. I'm not saying that any of this happened, okay? However, it wasn't the women we had to worry about with the infiltration. I'm just gonna say that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
that
y'all
was the reason.
didn't even get to make friends with other people? Like, I mean, just other ladies, other female groups, things like
No,
that.
for some reason, some of the female women, some of the women, or whatever the groups were, Salt and Pepper, JJ Fad, at the time, let me be clear, at the time, there was like, some
Beef.
tension. Yeah, for no reason. We're approaching them as peers, and Salt and Pepper, they had already been out there doing some stuff. So we're kind of groupie-ish, So the attitude was there, but that's to be expected. They don't know us. You know what I'm saying? It didn't feel good, but they don't know us. So, and then the same thing kind of with JJ Fad. But like I said, we're all grown now. That's all. But that's just what happened. Yeah. But we toured with a lot of people. It was really nice.
So how was touring? Was it fun? Was it were y'all eating peanut butter and jelly?
I
Spam?
well been eating peanut butter and
I'm just saying, you said the money wasn't right. Y'all was having to pay for stuff. So
Wow.
Once the touring started taking place, the money
was it fried bologna on the side of the bus?
No, in the beginning when you toured, there was very little money being made because it had to go back into the group, back into whatever you're doing. Once the big tours came, you didn't have to worry about that. You're stopping at restaurants or they have food on the tour bus, but it's eat as you go. It's not like
were you getting paid though?
We were getting paid. We were getting paid once. So let me clarify.
Once in
What-
6
Let
years.
me clarify. If you do a show today, if you have an artist do a show and they're the opening act, they have that money being paid to them, correct? And when they come back and they do whatever they're doing with you as the headline, as the dancers, they should get paid as dancers, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So no, we got paid as the artist to open. We didn't get paid as dancers once that switch became official. So once they put us on the tour as an opening act, they would pay us. I have the receipts, how they deducted from that. But they would not pay us as dancers when we came back and Hammer was a headliner and we were his dancers. They did not pay us for that. Yeah. So that's why I said, yeah.
I don't understand why.
It was a learning experience, is what I'm saying. It was a learning experience.
So can I ask you this? Why haven't a lot of people started businesses to help educate young people going into the industry? Do people realize how much they could help, anybody that's going in if they, as a mentor or something, Why do so many people have these bad stories about getting burned in the industry?
It's a fear factor. Like if somebody approaches you and they say, well, we want to sign with you, then that person becomes a little bit timid about pushing the envelope. Well, let me have my attorney look at this because they're afraid they might miss the opportunity. That still happens. You know what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
they take it upon themselves to read the contract themselves and not really ask any questions. Okay, and sign it. So now you signed away your rights, your publishing, your distribution, your whatever. And in the contracts, there's a clause that says in perpetuity throughout the universe to whoever.
What does that mean?
That means that you don't own nothing once you sign it, because now they have the rights to it and they can do whatever they want to
Good. Wow.
continuously throughout the universe to whoever. So if you don't pay attention to that and you say, okay, yeah, that's cool, you can't, there's no recourse for you to go back and say, I'm not in agreement with that. So you have to be careful.
Now I'm got to put on my gumbo hat. But I'm saying, why don't older artists that's been in the game for a while create something to help educate them so that they're not so afraid when they go to make that deal or they get their first deal or they are able to walk away, you know? I mean, I know it's your first chance and a lot of us probably won't. It's probably hard to walk away from what we think is going to be good money, but look how many we letting people get continuously raped and raped and raped and raped and raped.
It just depends. Sometimes you're trusting people that you think you can trust and you can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the person that's trying to help you probably raping.
You have sports athletes that do this to people.
Like Pebbles did TLC.
Well, yeah, and then you have Steve Harvey even mentioned it about his own accountant person doing him dirty. So it's people that you actually have around you that you think you can trust. So here we are, we trusted Hammer. And then he entrusted his career to his brother, Louis Burrell, and it just became, just really interesting. It's a whole big old whatever. But you trust this person because they said that you can trust them. That's number one. If I'm telling you can trust me, I don't have no ulterior motive, I'm gonna show up and do my work and do my job and do what you asked me to do, then I trust that you're gonna pay me because you said you're gonna pay me for that. Not come back and say, well, I don't have enough, but y'all go ahead and take this and get you some snacks. So go ahead and get you some gas or whatever. But as any starving artist knows, when you start out, that money has to go back. You know what I'm saying? And then as you continue to grow and there's more money to work with, then you can disperse it a little bit. I'm just saying that the management of that was not on the up and up in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? And some practices continue, even though we said we need our own attorney or we need our own accountant or we need this. Then their thing was, well, no, you don't need that. We got you. Don't worry about that. Just show up. So now at this point, as a young adult, I have to decide, am I going to stick with this? Because now I've invested so much, or am I going to say, no, I don't want to deal with y'all anymore. You know what I mean? So the choice was on us. Were we going to stick with it? And especially after Lil P left, are we going to stay and put up with this and continue to work and, do what we felt we learned that we loved? You see what I'm saying? We learned we had a love for
it. Yeah, I understand. So why did she leave? The Ice Cube syndrome. She said, "Okay,
nah.
Where my money at, P?"
Ice Cube had nothing to do with it. Ice Cube was already with.
No, I'm just saying that's why he left NWA.
No, the money and how we were being treated. She was just done. You know what I'm saying? So me and Terrible T had to have a conversation. Are we gonna continue on? Because now the group is formed, contract is signed, album is out, video is about to be released. We have a show. It's all of this is in place for Oaktown 3x7. So what are we gonna do? So we decided to stay. And the conversation me and her had was like, if we surpass their expectations, we will get their respect. That was our intent, is to get their respect. Stop being treated, being, dismissed and disrespected and all. We would stop all of that if we surpassed whatever they put in front of us. And we did that. It seemed like the more we did and the better we got and the more we improved, the worse the treatment got. Yeah. So it was a little interesting.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little interesting. Still a wonderful learning experience, though. Still,
It's
still a wonderful learning experience. Now, to answer your question, I'm not sure why artists have not come out when things happen to them like this and they start something that they can help other artists. I don't know.
Because we just get that famous bug and it just knocks out all our sensitivity.
It really does. Yeah, it really does. But I can't say why that hasn't been started. It's a good idea.
Well, yeah, it's a good idea,
It
but
is.
it's something that continues to happen
Yeah.
over and
Regardless,
over
yeah.
and over again. You know, and it's like it's it almost seems like it's the norm, like it's supposed to happen.
Unfortunately, it is.
Yeah, everybody has to go through it.
Yeah.
In order to,
And
Yeah.
that's so not right.
yeah, that's so
No,
right.
it's not. No, it's not. I mean, you have the situation with what's the name, Christian Keys now.
Who?
Christian Keys, the one who's speaking out about being sexually harassed. He was in a lot of Tyler Perry plays. So this is a grown man. I'm sure he's what, 40 something, and as an adult, he's being sexually harassed. This happens still to this day. So you know, you just have to be diligent about your business. If it's business, let it be business. Do not trust anyone. Period. Don't go to sleep on it.
So
If
let
it's a contract, read the contract, read it 2, 3, 4, 5 times, ask questions, take the clause out, just whatever. But this is your life. This is your livelihood, and this is your talent.
So if one of your kids wanted to follow, you know, follow your path in the entertainment, would you promote them? I mean, would you
Ooh, Lord, I
give
have to
them
pray
your
on that.
blessing?
Encourage them.
I had to pray on that one because, yeah, it's not easy. And sometimes people do not come out on the upside. You got people that are smoking and drinking and they have sexual addictions because they don't know how to deal with the stuff that happened. What was that group Omarion was part of? B2K?
Yeah, B2K.
And they got the young man that they had them doing things and they didn't know what they see. That's why I said, listen, whoo, I don't know.
I bet it was deep.
No, the guy, he said it. They had him doing things to the other guy in the group or somebody. And so he's messed up in the head behind it because that's not who he was, but he was afraid to say no. Wow. They had all.
I don't know why I'm thinking about immature, but B2K.
It wasn't immature. It's B2K. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And so now he's got PTSD from that because he doesn't know how to reconcile that was not him. You did it because you was afraid. You didn't know what to do. And people bully you. You know what I'm saying? Trust me. So I don't know. If my children wanted to do it, we would have to seriously talk about it. And I would not trust anybody.
Would you be their manager?
I don't want to be their manager. No, that's a different interaction, and that creates other conflicts. Look at Usher and his mom. You know, Chris was it Chris? My child Breezy. I'm gonna meet Breezy one day. Yes, I am. I might act like a cougar too. I'm just gonna say that right on the camera. But I think he still has a great relationship with his mother. But Usher, on the other hand, he had some issues with his mom, you know, managing him. I think Brandy, she might have had a little tension with her mom because at some point you have to make these decisions on your own. And the moms, they don't know how to separate that. So, no, I wouldn't want to manage them.
So the worst person involved, did you ever meet Britney or any of the white side? Did y'all ever work with it? I'm sorry.
No, I never.
Work with the other artists, the pop artists, the top 40 artists.
No,
I'm sorry.
I never.
All into Dick Clark-ish.
No, I never met them. I don't recall meeting any of the Caucasian persuasion artists.
So did y'all ever go on Soul Train or any of those shows?
Yeah, Soul Train 3 times. I think we was on Soul Train 2 or 3 times.
How was that experience?
Amazing, because we got to have Don Cornelius interview us. Like, this is because I've watched Soul Train my entire childhood. Now I'm on the stage that looks like a train, and Don Cornelius has the mic and he's talking. He's asking me a question. Child, my knees were shaking.
That was with 357, right?
That was with both. We went on with M.C.Hammer and we went on also as Oaktown 357. Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's
what gets you right there. You know, all that stuff is coming. And if I just sign this contract, I'll be on this,
But
that,
see,
and the
that's
other.
the thing, you don't know.
No, you
We
don't.
we never knew we were gonna go on Arsenio Hall or be on Soul Train or the Apollo. We didn't know. We didn't know, but we did.
But I mean, that stuff will come with it. You know what I mean? There's a possibility that you will get.
That's what you're signing up for, but you're not thinking about Soul Train. You're not thinking about the Apollo. You're not thinking about those things. You're thinking about the possibility that you have money coming in from something that you do that's natural, and you can take care of your family. This is what he said.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So yeah, if I can dance and learn how to write a rap and then take care of my son and my mom and my child, yeah, let me go on up here and do the pelvic thrusters too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the contract is what you want to know about. Yeah, the tatas, whatever. It wasn't tata then, but you know what I'm saying. Tata now. Yeah, season life. But yeah, I mean, you do that because it's easy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
I don't have to sell drugs. I don't have to do any of these things. And this is fun for me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can take care of my child because I was a single parent at the time. I think I was like 22, 23.
So did you get to buy any big gifts or anything? Big car, house, or anything? When the
Not a house. No. I had a car. I was very modest because I knew.
You knew what?
You knew what?
I knew that this was not the kind of stability I could depend on. I knew it. You know what I'm saying? So.
And how did you know that?
Just because of the way they had conversations with us, the way they treated us. Yeah. You knew.
From the beginning of dancing, you knew it was bad?
Not from the beginning of dancing, but like I said, he took us to a restaurant. There was 2 Big MC, Lone Mixer, myself, Lil P, Ace. Who else? I don't know if Terrible T was there then. But that was a conversation he had with everybody. Hey, this is what I want to do. Trying to get a record deal. I've been doing A, B, C, and D. I really like to have y'all come. This is how I see it happening. You be able to get your houses, you be able to get your cars, and you want to pay for a certain school for your child to go to. Like I said, I was a single parent. Okay, great. All I got to do is dance. He's showing me the choreography. The songs are decent. Let's just see what happens. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a big deal. And then he had to have the conversation again because we lost one of the ladies. I think Carla was there, not Terrible T. But he had the conversation again and again. We all agreed this is what we would do. So there's no money right at that point when we have those conversations coming to us. We're not getting paid for rehearsals. We're not getting paid for any of those things, but we are committed because we want to see it grow. So now we feel like we're a team, right? This is a team effort. So let's go rehearse. Let's go practice. Let's learn about each other. Let's get this thing together. And then he brought his brother in, Louis Burrell, and the whole dynamic changed. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, that's when the conversation towards us became more of we're subordinates and this is Hammer and he don't have to really rock with us. Y'all do practice and have somebody manage the practices and he can just call and check in. And we like, no, that ain't what we signed up for. But again, in our minds, if we continue to excel, we earn the respect, we earn the trust, we'll get those things that we need. And so it just didn't happen like that. It just didn't happen. Even though the money came, it just didn't happen like that.
It's just.
Go ahead, Mike. I'll ask mine. I'm keeping it in my head. Go ahead.
It's just it's a hurtful thought, just to think about it because so much good was, produced from that. The music, it was great music. Everybody loved the music.
Oh yeah.
From him to Oaktown to Angie B.
Angie B. Special Generation.
I'm just saying it was like, y'all had taken a hold of the industry.
Oh yeah.
And it's just to hear how things took place.
Understand
the back end,
the business. You have to understand the business. You cannot trust people with your talents. They belong to you. So you can't trust them. Even though you do, once you learn it, like I said, I wouldn't do anything different. It is what it is. And again, the music still brings you a lot of joy.
Yeah.
I mean, we work our asses off. You know what I'm saying? Choreography is still standing the test of time. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can't take away the effect of it, but there was a lesson in that journey. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with it. Listen, I'm good. I'm good with Hammer and whoever else.
All right.
Look, I'm good. It is what it is.
Is that your question, sir?
No, he
Here's
asked
my question.
it.
Oh no, that's not the right one. It didn't do it right. The question was, how many people were on tour with y'all when y'all were at y'all peak?
Ooh.
When you say you talking about with their
Go
group,
with the whole thing, like the whole Hammer tour. How many people were traveling with y'all? Because I remember they said it was like 3 bus loads.
I don't doubt it. I don't
Really?
doubt it. Oh yeah. It might have been 4. Yeah. It might have been 4.
because I know at one time it seemed like y'all had a symphony of dancers.
We did not.
I'm talking about he. I mean,
Yes, he
that's what I'm
did.
saying.
Yeah.
Well,
He had a whole
Hammer. I'm talking about it was
entourage.
like a
Yeah.
like a symphony.
So he had
Yeah, but even when they went on the award show, it's like 20 people. I'm like,
yeah. And then he had 2 sets of each instrument, if I'm not mistaken. And then 2 sets of background singers. Special Generation, Soft Touch. And then iAmW would come. It was a lot. It was a lot of people. So I feel he probably had 3 or 4 buses. I think we had 2 ourselves. Yeah.
wow.
Okay.
Because we had dancers and we had a female band.
Wow.
Yeah.
How many dancers did y'all have?
Oh, don't try us. We didn't do that.
Oh, shit, y'all had
Don't
dancers.
try us. We didn't do that.
Hey,
We had 4.
these are not negative questions. This is just
I'm just
information.
saying after you compare the Hammer and his whole, but no, we had 4. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
You
said
had
y'all had a
Crack
band.
Low.
I came
No,
in
we had the
peace.
female band, but we had 4 female dancers.
How many people were in the band?
Oh, that's a good question. 5?
That's 10 right there. That's 9, 10.
That's
Mike. Did
I
y'all have a
thought we
DJ?
were doing. I thought we were doing.
DJ too?
At least we can count how many people we had. I don't
Did
know.
y'all have a DJ too?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
No, I mean, but you got to put on a good show for the people, though.
No,
So,
and we had a band, and those ladies were amazing. So I think they did us just.
did anybody double up?
started
Did they play for Hammer too? Because now
No. That's what I'm saying. We had our own. He had his own band. So if I'm not mistaken, at one point Hammer had 2 drummers, 2 keyboardists, 2 sets of background singers, and it was each 4 or 5 of them each. You know what I'm saying? So he just took it to a whole nother level.
Whole nother level.
That's a whole show you're about to get.
No, he
Oh,
had a
show
lot of.
you.
I'm just saying he had people.
How were the live shows? Were they? Did you still dance in all the live shows or some of the live shows?
For him?
Yeah.
For him.
No. After he had his dance, we didn't have to do that.
Oh, okay.
It's totally separate as Oaktown 357.
Wow.
We didn't have to go back and dance. Yeah. He had enough people, trust me. He didn't he didn't need us at that point. So yeah. But yeah, I think he always wanted to have something similar to that because he was inspired by, James Brown. So what James Brown was working with.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's something he always
went down a similar path with the money too. But that's another story.
Yeah, it's a business, and people, they call it music industry, music business. It's a business.
Well, that ties into ours. It's a DJ business. It's not just DJing, ladies and gentlemen. Not just DJing. It is a business first.
Yeah.
And you have to. So don't let nobody come in here and say, "Hey, play at my club for $100 a night." You don't need to sign no contract. Promise I'm gonna pay you in beer. Okay. Yeah.
We ain't doing that either.
Yeah. So make sure you got the contract.
Beer.
See how we tied that in, Mike?
And wings. Mm-hmm. No, we're not paying me no beer, no chicken wings, and French fries. No, sir. I need cash. My bills at the house got to be paid just like yours got to be paid.
God, man, I bet that is incredible, though. Has anybody ever approached any of you guys about doing a movie?
They have, but I'm so concerned about doing that because the wigs they have people wearing in these movies is horrible. Like, I'm just saying.
Why do you have to wear a wig? Nobody.
They put wigs on these people doing these biopics, and they look horrible.
Did you not have? Did you have braids during that time?
I had a very expensive quality weave. And this, after the fact, and then we had people doing our hair initially. I'm just saying, we had hairstylists doing my hair.
Okay, I'm about to go back and look at some pictures, but man.
Let me tell you which one I had that was really nice.
You realize you put in your lip gloss on.
I know, I was using the camera so I can see it. I always do that. Anywho,
Out of control. Out of control. Oh my
I'm
goodness.
sorry. But if you go look at the video, I want to say the honey video or the It's Not Your Money video. One of those. That weave was over $1,000. That was some nice hair back then.
What kind was it?
Well, hey,
They called it Brazilian.
wherever that wig is, make sure they get it for the people.
Yeah.
They called it Brazilian, and they did some with the wefts. I don't know what they did, and they charged me, I don't know, $500 or $600 to put it in. Listen, that was some good hair back then.
Wow. How long did it last?
That you can take that hair out; it will last a couple months. You can take it out, clean it, and put it right back in.
Couple months.
Yes, I'm trying because they did the whole install differently. I'm telling you that was a good weave. So when you want to do these movies, I don't know who they talk to with the costumes and the what have you, but every time you do, the wigs look horrible. I don't.
So if
want
they
that.
do one, make sure you on set and tell them, hey, that wig just not gonna fly. That's not.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? So if they want us to do a movie, they gotta come correct with the wigs and outfits, and people gotta be cute. They gotta be cute. Y'all think I'm playing, right?
No.
Have y'all
No,
seen it?
because
Okay.
I mean, sometimes people do be looking a hot mess. I think they did Salt and Pepper okay.
I didn't see it. What the
What
hair?
about TLC? Did you
What
watch
the hair
that one?
look like? What the hair look like?
It looked okay. They did all right. It wasn't
See,
bad.
first you said it looked okay. It was all right. It wasn't bad.
I
all
can't
that
remember
ain't
because I don't look at it as critically as you would
Yes,
be
you
looking
do
at it.
because if the girl was fine, you
If
would
it's a
say,
hot mess, you know we all say it's a hot
Nah,
mess.
man,
I don't remember
trying
there as being a hot
trying
mess.
to be nice. I didn't see it, so I can't really speak on it. I
Okay,
just
well,
know if we
I'm gonna
do,
go watch the video, honey, and you need to go watch the biopsy of PLC.
yes, it's either honey or it's not your money. I'm just telling you that we had so much body. We was like, you know what I'm saying? We just, I'm telling you, and Terrible was amazing. It was like the first time she had long hair, and they had cut it to where, because she kept it short. She kept the asymmetrical haircut with the lines in the back, and it would have TT. So in this video, it was like shoulder length, and they did this. I'm telling you, that hair was the best hair I'd ever seen in my life, and ever wore in my life. And Tab was in there doing her thing, and it's just bouncing. You know what I'm saying? That's what you want in these bodies.
Good body, nice sheen.
Nice sheen, the whole the whole cut. They did a nice layer of it. You know, the body. You see what I'm saying? You already know.
So you're a hairstylist now?
Man, no.
He understands. He
Oh, he's talking about sheen, nice sheen.
I'm just saying. So if they do a movie with us, that's my request. Please.
Okay, well, we'll make sure.
Thank you.
Man, this has been great. I've enjoyed this.
You so much.
You made it fun. You didn't get too. You tried to get hot in the hot seat early, but we
No,
pulled
y'all
you
was trying to put me in the hot seat because I couldn't push them questions. I need to try to push them questions, make sure y'all ain't give me a hot flash over here asking.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna ask. We're gonna have. Well, you know, you don't have to incriminate yourself and say too much, but we're gonna ask some questions.
You know what?
The truth is the truth.
That's what I was gonna say. The truth is the truth. I don't have a reason to sugarcoat anything. Again, we're all mature now. It is what it is. It happened. You know, Hammer's a great guy. He had a great idea. He did a great thing. You know, there was a whole movement behind what we did. So when you look at the plus, you do your best not to just, you know, sit around on what could have been, should have, would have, or whatever. It happened, but outside of all that, we kicked some ass while we was there.
Yeah, y'all did. Y'all sure did. All 70 of y'all.
You're a little short on them numbers, bro. I'm telling you, it was more than 70.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Nah.
It was more than 70. Yeah, because you have to think about the hairstylist, the makeup artist, all of that.
Did anybody? Did B&G part of any of y'all dancers? How many people did B&G have?
B&G was a solo artist, but I think she had Soft Touch sing back up for her on certain videos. But she was a solo artist.
Man, she had a beautiful voice.
Where's where is she at now?
She's in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm in Atlanta. B&G, if you're here, I need to holler at you somewhere tomorrow.
She's on Instagram. You'll find
it. Me and Greg Street can talk to you.
Yeah. Let her bring herself on up here.
Yeah. Wow. Well, that's good. I'm glad you came out of it okay.
Oh yeah.
For the better.
Lord was with me. Yes.
Yes.
Call on the Lord.
You know,
Oh my goodness.
it's just I'm just saying when you talk about that music industry, it's just so many
Oh
bad,
yeah.
horrible stories.
But you kind of don't feel so bad because it wasn't just you. If that makes any sense.
Well,
It's not a good thing, but at least you know this is not like you're the unicorn. It happened to only you, but everybody else is making money and got the publishing and got the distribution. It you know, in one way or another touches everybody. I mean, even Prince, that was my first husband. It happened to him. What can I say?
yeah, and see, you would think, why would nobody? But do you think?
We met Prince. Hold on, man. Let me think on that. We met Prince. I met Prince. Yes.
Did you violate the rules with Prince?
See, that's what I would have did. I behaved, but I'd have violated if he said, Sweet L.D, let me holler at you.
Oh.
That's one thing I'd have did differently. If he'd have said, let me holler, yeah. I wouldn't have been lying. That's all I'm saying. A youngster don't look at me like that.
Wait a minute. Were you taller than him?
See, you out of line. You know what? I wouldn't have cared. That's Prince. I did not care when I met him. That's Prince.
What about MJ? Did y'all meet MJ?
No, I didn't. I'm sure Hammer did. He probably took some other people with him. Yeah.
And if you're producing, I'm not sure why our producers is going down this road with this.
Oh, this is what KC. Can I help anyone produce some Polish polka remixes with some dope?
Polish polka?
No, pay him no attention.
He's one of our followers, and he's slightly out of control. So we just play along.
That's all right.
Oh my God!
We got you on the Polish polka.
Yeah. Wow. But man, that is crazy.
Yeah, I did that differently, but other than that, everything is good.
So nobody else that's besides Prince, well, I won't say it like that, but anybody else that you meet that you just was like, wow, that's really actually them? Because y'all was on top of the world. There's probably people saying that about y'all too.
Sweat maybe a little bit. He sweat maybe a little bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Right or wrong? Is it?
Yeah, maybe him a little bit. What was the boxer too? There was a boxer we met. Oh, and John Sally. Yeah. I couldn't believe that. That dude is so tall in person. It's crazy. So yeah. That was about it though.
I'm glad you came out of it unscarred, came out better on the other side.
Yeah, it took a little bit, but I did it. So I'm good.
Well,
Is that Drake to say start from the bottom now we here? So I feel like that. Yeah. I feel like that.
So if you need a backup dancer, we got Sweet L.D. No hip thrusting though. We got you. Just no pelvic thrust.
Okay. You just gonna do your best?
No, I'm talking about you for Keith.
I'm not backup dancing. I'm not backup dancing. Those days are done.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't back up.
Okay. All right. No more backup dancing.
No.
Okay. All right. No more dancing, period. They just gonna hold the mic, Mike.
No, I'll still dance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'll still dance. Now, if Prince was still living, I would do backup dancing for him. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
If Prince was still living.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
All right, brother.
Lakuich.
Okay. Oh yeah, Chris Breezy. I forgot about that too. But them little things, they move too much. I just need to meet him. That's how I need to be dancing.
You like to fight?
With Chris? That's okay. Who you gonna fight? He don't be fighting now. Does he fight now? Does he fight? Oh,
I don't know.
We don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But he did fight.
That's
So
my little honey. I swear that's my little honey. Yeah, so I hope he's not still fighting.
Yeah.
Me too.
In my mind, he's a sweetheart. So
Okay.
we're gonna keep it like that.
Oaktown 357, baby.
Please
You
put
know,
an apostrophe S on that. So
I
it's
know. Oaktowns 357. So you from Cali or from Dallas? How'd you end up in Dallas?
I was born in Houston, but raised
Okay.
in California, in Oakland.
Wow. Didn't know that.
Born in Houston. We moved there, moved to California when I was like 6 years old.
Do you miss it?
Oh, God. No. I just went back to Oakland. It is not the same. Ooh, I'm sorry, but I love y'all, Bay Area. Oops. I'm sorry. I should have said that off camera.
No.
Oakland is not the same. It's just not.
Well, there's a lot of places that's not the same. I mean,
no, this one, and you're right, but I'm saying for Oakland being my home, now that Texas is, but just what I remember, it's just not the same. It doesn't even feel the same. Yeah. It's a big difference. I don't miss it like I used to.
Can I get one more in? What's the best place y'all performed at? Did y'all ever go overseas? Madison Square Garden, anything
We went
like
to Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So Hammer performed in Madison Square Garden. I think he sold that out twice. Killed it. We went to Japan, and the best one, for me, outside of Soul Train, is the Apollo. We performed on the Apollo.
Oh wow! Yeah, I went there.
Top notch for me. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So we went to Japan, and that was a really good experience too. We did a little something. Moved around a little bit.
All right.
We definitely appreciate you coming.
Thank you guys.
It was fun as always.
Yay.
My co-host.
I hate I wasn't in studio, so you're gonna have to come back.
Oh wow.
No, you're gonna have to come back, and then we're gonna set up where you can dance over there on the side.
Now see, he already fired. Don't come back. We're not doing that. Oh my!
We're gonna have the pants and everything.
No, sir.
I got some for my days over in Turkey. I'm gonna wear them.
Don't you wear them up here?
Let him wear them up here by himself. I'm not putting them pants on.
Yeah, but you come on back and maybe for we'll do a Valentine's Day show, Mike. We'll have Sweet dancing in the corner over there.
No, he didn't. And he gonna put me in the corner?
Well, I mean, on the other side of the stage over there, right?
I have no words.
Wow.
No words.
No, I mean, so we can, just let us sing a song or something, just for.
I don't even know how you're gonna clean it up.
I can't. I really can't. I'm gonna leave it alone. All right. Well, we won't have her back, and we won't have her sing a song. Okay. All right. We'll just meet her somewhere later on in life. Okay. I'm good. I'll leave it alone. I'm sorry, ma'am. I apologize. Let me buy you some brisket or something. I don't know. But
deeper.
Yeah,
but that's cool though. Japan, the Apollo. Yeah, the Apollo kind of feels magical when you walk in there. So yeah,
it's very nostalgic. It's beautiful. But just the idea, when I see the video, I'm like, I really was there. It's just same thing with Soul Train, and you actually see Don Cornelius like right here. He's just
is he little?
What is your name? I'm like Sweet L.D.
Sweet L.D.
Yeah.
Is he little too?
Oh no.
Oh, okay. Don was tall.
Yeah, he's very tall. Yeah, he's very. I think he was taller than all of us. Taller than Hammer. Taller.
Did you see my man Lou on there? Lou, the dancer.
Lou was on there. He was, but they were in the, out there on the floor. Yeah, he was there.
So did you ever dance on Soul Train?
No, just with Hammer. We didn't do the other part.
Oh, okay. All right. Wow.
That's something I wanted to do, but to get on the show as an act was major. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
all right.
That was a big thing.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Like I went past the dance floor up to the stage. It looks like a train. It's crazy.
You see how I recovered?
You didn't. I hate to be the one to tell you. You did.
You know what? I left wonderful thoughts. I was thinking about that. Been on Soul Train. You see
I
how?
still have vision of your foo-fooism.
Still in trouble. It's okay.
Oh my goodness.
You can edit that part out.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, it's live. Can't edit none now.
Oh
Dang
wow.
No, it's live.
It's live.
it. Oh,
But-
yeah.
I have one thing, and I know we talked about it beforehand, and I asked her, was she familiar with the term "do boy"?
Oh man, here we go.
In the
But, okay,
South,
you know what? I'm gonna take that one on the chin because you're just trying to be funny, but it's all good.
no, in the South, you know, you've heard of the term roadie, right?
Yes.
In the South, they call them "do boy."
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, I didn't either until he brought it up.
Oh, okay.
And we've asked several people
Mhm.
outside of the South. No one has ever heard of that term.
That's not true because somebody had heard of it.
He was from Mississippi.
No, it wasn't just Chris. It was somebody else who had heard of it.
Don't recall any of that. What you're saying?
So is a roadie somebody that travels with you on the road like that, or is a roadie?
I'm just saying, yeah, roadie is something like that, but the term "do boy," I just
I've never
don't.
heard
What did this have to do with Oaktown 357? What did this have to do with that?
I'm just saying, we always ask people that. You ask, so what's the difference?
He was asking.
Okay, you're right.
Yeah,
Go ahead. I'm gonna give you a moment. Go ahead.
but I'm just, it's one of those terms that when you hear it, it just sounds
You think it sounds racist?
"do boy."
It kind of does. I get it.
If I call you "do boy Jimmy,"
Yeah, I don't like it.
yeah.
But
But
you
anyway,
don't call people do boys. You don't call them that, Michael.
the fact that they don't know you calling them that is even worse.
Oh, people don't know you saying.
No, they don't.
Oh.
Don't say that to him. Just tell him to come here.
Oh
So-
wow.
So you tell me what's worse.
Yeah.
I'm just, people know that they roadies, but they don't know they do boys.
Oh, that's cold.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want him to
It's
accept the
underhanded.
fact
Yeah.
where you know the meaning behind it,
Yeah. I can see that.
and the fact that it comes from the South.
The Caucasian people say that.
Hmm.
Do black people say that?
I don't know. Don't know.
We went to Ghana, so we have concerns about the Caucasians. Colonizers. That's the word.
So,
Colonizers.
did you go to Europe or Africa anywhere?
No, not during the time we. Yeah, my first time in Africa was in July, this past July.
How was it?
Amazing. Yeah, I have an African name and all that stuff.
What is your African name?
Aku Mawuko.
Aku Mauko. What does that mean?
Aku is for the female that's born on Wednesday. I was born on Wednesday, and Mawuko means only God, except God.
Mm. Wow.
All right.
Look, you good.
Yeah.
You good now? You feel
Yeah.
better now?
Wow.
Yeah. So
Mm.
that's the only time I went to Africa. I think Henry went with all his entourage.
How many days were y'all there?
9 days in Ghana.
What was the food like?
Good. Fresh.
What kind of food? What were you
Anything. Well, let me not say anything. They don't. I'm
eating? Say you eat zebra?
No, they don't serve like that. But they have. It's all fresh. Like if you want to goat is living until it's unalive, and then they prepare the goat. If you want chicken, the chicken is living until it's unalive.
Then they prepare.
So it's all right there.
What
They
kind of-
catch fish. Like it's right, yeah, it's all fresh. You don't have to. They have stores, but you don't have to go to the store. Yeah.
So were y'all like in a village or what?
We went to the village for the African naming ceremony.
Mm.
So we did go to a village for that. Yeah, it was interesting. It was interesting. They have resorts out there too, like a lot of resorts that you would not expect to see.
Wow.
And we visited.
And I'm just saying those are things that are not talked about.
Right. And we visited the castles. They call them castles, where they had the human trafficking going on. So we visited those too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Castles.
Yeah. They call them castles.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. it was an experience. It really was. I
Yeah.
suggest y'all go and check it out.
Okay.
Go check it out.
Okay, well, again, we thank you for coming on the
Thank you guys
show.
for having me.
Oh, it was an honor.
I hope I answered everybody's questions sufficiently.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
So,
but we thank you.
yeah.
We ain't gonna let you escape without answering the question.
Well,
What was up there on the screen? So I like that part.
we do have one more question, though.
Oh, where is it? I don't see it.
I'm going to ask
Oh, okay.
you. What is a gem that you'll leave our audience with?
Oh, goodness gracious.
Is that the gem?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying. A gem to leave the audience with?
Mm-hmm.
I think she hit it earlier, Mike.
No, she didn't.
Oh, thought I did.
No, she didn't,
I
Jim.
didn't. Trying to give me an out right there.
I'm trying to help her, give her time to stall. But I mean, with taking care of yourself, you know.
That's it.
Yeah.
No, that's not it. He's giving me a look. Like that's not it.
Hey, well, you're gonna have to dig deep then, because he wants something out of you.
A gem.
What is something that you live by?
Something I'm learning to live by is to do you. That's what I'm learning to live by. So people think that that's like, be selfish or, be kind of dismissive of other people. But I take it more like whoever you are or whoever you want to become, do that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But not in a way that you're exclusive or pushing people away or any of that, but you're doing you. And sometimes we don't know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
So you get into the doing, kind of, what is it? You peel back the layers, and then you're able to become more of who you are, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I'm learning that.
Okay. You have anything else, sir?
Was that a gym?
Yes.
All minds, all hearts are changed.
Yay, I got hearts. Is that a good one? That's a good one. Do y'all know that on the phone, on the iPhone, when you're doing the FaceTime and you go like this, hearts come out. Did y'all know that?
No,
I didn't know that.
See?
we're trying to avoid that too. But go ahead.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. If you do this on FaceTime, the thumb comes up. If you do the hearts come out. My son showed me on FaceTime. Yeah.
Okay.
See that?
Well,
You could do
I'm
it to
just
your
saying
mom.
it just
My
kind of
son
makes
did
it
to me.
hard.
Yeah.
Well, you have to have something that's sitting there. But how am I gonna hold my phone and do this?
No, that's true. If you're on FaceTime, you set your phone, but if you set it down and you actually make a heart, then hearts float out. It's so cool.
Okay.
I didn't know that. I'm gonna try it on Zoom. I'm gonna blow their minds. Look. Yeah, if you do the thumbs up, it comes out. Thumbs up. Yeah, it's cool. He just showed that to me, and I was like, "Oh my god!" So
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Well,
I was
thank you.
supposed to be closing it out.
Yeah. Well, thank you again. It was an honor.
Is she crying over there, or just laugh so hard that she's wiping tears away?
I don't know.
Who?
Producer. The producer.
Oh no, the producer. Oh, I forget. You can see.
I didn't know he could see her, so I was like, "Who's crying?" Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's recovering from the term "do boy."
Here we go. Here we go.
In trouble. All right, y'all in trouble.
Yeah.
But thank you guys for having me.
Oh, it was an honor. It was an honor.
I appreciate that patience too. Since I was late. I left on time. It's important to say.
No, you're all right. We were just glad we could make accommodations. So, but it was an honor. We appreciate your honesty, telling us as much as you could tell us without telling us. So we appreciate it.
I just don't want people to think I'm bitter. I'm not bitter. I'm just telling y'all.
No, you're not, dear, because I would be a lot worse. the interview would be a lot different if I was just.
Not 30 years later. I don't think so.
Oh no, I'd still be pissed. I hold grudges like no.
Yeah.
And you open it up, I'm gonna let it ride. Yeah, I'm gonna give it all to you, rough, rugged, and raw. But no, you're great. But I'm gonna hush, otherwise we'll keep talking forever. So I'm gonna be quiet.
The producers like this.
Yeah. All right. Well, we thank you guys again for joining us for another episode of Two DJs and One Mic. You guys have a wonderful evening. Peace.